Okay, so for my explainer video, I'm doing projectile motion, problem number 3. A ball is kicked at ground level with an initial velocity of 16.5 meters per second in the horizontal direction and 13 meters per second in the vertical direction. At what speed does the ball hit the ground in meters per second? So when starting this, we have to find our total time that the ball is in the air. And so then for doing this, we take 2 times our velocity initial, so 2 times 13, velocity initial in the y direction, and then we divide that by 9.8, which gives us 2.65 seconds. Now that we have the total time that the ball is in the air, we can plug this into our velocity final in the y direction, which takes our initial velocity in the y direction minus 9.8 times 2.65. When doing this, our velocity final y ends up coming out to be negative 13 meters per second. So that is the speed at which the ball hits the ground. For how long does the ball remain in the air? We actually solved for this earlier by taking 2, multiplying it by our initial velocity in the y direction, and then dividing that by 9.8, which gives us 2.65 seconds. So the ball is in the air for a total of 2.65 seconds. What maximum height is attained by the ball in meters? So to start this, we have to find out the halfway point for our time. So doing this, instead of multiplying our initial velocity in the y direction by 2, we're just going to take it, multiply it by 1, so 13 over 9.8. This gives us 1.33 seconds, and that is what our time would be. We can then plug this into our distance for our y equation, which takes 13, which is our initial velocity in the y direction, plus 1/2 times negative 9.8 times 1.33. When we do that, the y distance ends up coming out to be 8.6 meters, which means the highest the ball reaches in meters is 8.6 meters.